Recording in progress. Recording in progress.
Bravo. You cannot tell me, put the stick meter up right now. Jaden, that's not a stink meter take. Are you crazy? I know we getting this on camera, but are you Jay? And the audience is never gonna know what you said. But at the end of the day, Jay, you telling me that's not some real hating ass comment?
Fam, that's the first thing I heard joining the meeting.
Is that not a hate? But answer the question: is that not one of the hate? He ain't even never been there, and that's how he feels.
But what else do you think of?
But wait, okay.
But what
else is there?
All right, wait. It is a hating ass comment.
Thank you.
But
next,
wrong, Justin.
Am I wrong?
That's all. You're right. It is a hating ass comment, but is he wrong?
I did. Okay, that's not my point.
I know. I'm just asking.
But I feel like
this nigga is the reincarnation.
But what I feel like being right. But if it's right, it's facts though.
With a sunrise and goes, that's some old bullshit.
If it's right,
he smelled the roses and get tight.
If it sounds
the leader
like hate,
of the hateocracy.
If it sounds like hate, but it's right, is it not facts? Is it not facts?
That's crazy.
It might just be harsh facts, but it's facts.
How would you know it's facts? Anything is a feeling.
What else do you know of it then? What else do you know of it then?
But
from what you've heard, what do you know other than that then?
So let me just
the basketball team.
I'm gonna ask one question.
The lake. Ooh, the lake.
I'm gonna ask one question. I'm gonna go. Yeah. When you fought the devil to get out of hell, how hot was it exactly? Because I'll be making a lot of jokes about hell in general. I just want to get an actual measurement.
I'm just. That's all I know. I just be speaking facts.
Yo, you go on the show.
Okay, bro. That's how you feel.
Situation is just no. And this nigga Chuck had all enthusiasm to do it. Oh my god.
Really missed that nigga, man.
But yeah, he got one more year, right? Next year, last year.
I need him stay on TV forever, man. That nigga.
Do you guys watch The Pivot?
The what?
I feel like I heard of it.
It's Ryan Clark's podcast.
No.
Oh, The Pivot.
Whoa. I said Ryan Clark because Justin, you might recognize from ESPN the name, but Keith, the football player.
I never watched it, but I know what you're talking about.
I'm not gonna hold you. This isn't to give them publicity, but I fuck with that shit pretty heavy. I ain't gonna hold you. At first, I didn't know how I would like it because they started with Brandon Marshall shit. But in my opinion, them niggas is better than Brandon. But yes, Chuck did say on The Pivot that he had 1 year left, but he's not sure what he wants to do. He's gonna take this whole year to make that decision. He was like, he enjoys coming to work, but at the same time,
he hates being up late.
He hates being up late, and he's like, why would I want to take these? Why would I travel on the airplane 2-3 times a week when I can travel every day and go somewhere different? And it was like, you got a point. You got a point. Nigga said, I'm about to be. Isn't he in his 60s, if not 60 right now? Like he's old enough where most regular motherfuckers retiring. So it's he's at that point where he could actually say, I don't want anyone to see me anymore. Because he's definitely
have a podcast too.
He has something with Ernie. I think it's the hot tub, some shit like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's not the hot tub. The steam room, some shit like that.
He's 59.
Yeah, he said he's gonna be pushing 60, and I definitely want to see him on TV, but I can't be mad if the nigga wants to just chill.
Facts. He deserved it, man. He lived
And if he wants to chill, we got Keith to replace the nigga. Keith will say whatever the fuck he wants, whenever he wants.
That's not true.
Keith is our Charles Barkley, man.
Yeah, man.
I am not the Charles Barkley.
Oh, definitely.
This is false. I disagree.
Shit, you? Nah, it's like, well, it don't really matter what you agree or disagree with there. You lost that shit. Oh. But you know what? Back to the shit we meant to talk about. The two tall motherfuckers behind you. Justin, I said enough. Let's hear your side. And I'll finish after I hear both of yours. Where do you guys think this can go?
I don't know. I think my biggest issue is I don't know how well I trust Cat guarding power forwards. I don't think he's a bad at defense. I just don't know how well he can really move on. And I'll be honest, I haven't watched enough Timberwolves to really get a sense of how good he is or how good he isn't on defense. But that's my biggest worry with this is we're putting two people who might not be good on the perimeter or the guarding the perimeter together.
Where were they last year? They were like the 70s, 60s. They were 60, right? Because they didn't go into
Minnesota?
I thought they were 7.
They were 7?
I thought they were 8.
Nah, they were above because they beat the Clippers.
So then, yeah, they were 7.
They were 7.
Yeah, because they played Memphis.
Memphis, right? And they added this guy, right? They added the defensive player of the year, right?
Oh my God.
Okay, I'll stop.
No,
so
go
in
ahead.
reality,
I think me and Jay are thinking the same thing.
No.
How does he not think he's Charles Barkley? No, I'm joking, but go ahead, please.
No,
all I'm saying is like, all he does is block and rebound. He doesn't really play. Barely. Not really. He can do it, but no one really wants to throw it to him because all he does is stand there. He doesn't even really jump for it. He has no hook shot. He has no offense. No. They traded away Vanderbilt, who's a young prospect. He's growing.
That was dumb as shit, in my opinion.
Versatile. A young prospect that can be worked on. They trade away Pat Bev. The heart of that team.
I ain't gonna lie, that was disrespectful. They sent this nigga to Utah.
The heart.
He was just crying on TV.
He was?
No, I'm just saying that. Remember when he was crying on TV because they made the playoffs?
Oh yeah.
Bro, he had his whole D Wade Kobe moment.
Yeah,
and then niggas said, "Go to Utah." Thank you.
The heart of that team.
Utah.
He put a back in every single young player's. He put a battery in every single young player's back. Cat needed him. Player. Anthony needed him. D'Lo, I don't know what D'Lo does anymore. Jaden, hey, you watch.
I'm telling you. I can tell you exactly what happened. He got his bread, and he's in. Okay. He got his bread, and he's on a team that wanted him. He's cool. He said, "I don't have to be number one. I'm not in Brooklyn, where I'm trying to fight my way for respect around the league." Mm-hmm. And I'm not in Golden State where I'm trying to show the league, hey, you should trade for me. He's past that. He got the contract for big money, and he's on the team he originally was gonna sign with. Before he got Golden State's contract, he was already ready. He was ready to sign with Minnesota. So that's where D'Lo is. He's comfortable.
Okay. And they gave up Malik Beasley, who
I didn't mind that too much, just because he was. It,
but who else is that offense on that
team? Yeah.
There's no one else.
Let me see.
He spreads the floor. I don't like.
No. You guys are gonna. I think he's gonna get a couple more minutes and actually prove, or not even. Let me not say prove, because he had his moments last year. But he's going to make a name for himself because Malik and Pat is gone. Jalen Noel. He was on Minnesota's bench. And when the coach actually said, you know what, we'll play him, which either they were losing bad or they were winning bad, or maybe somebody was hurt. When Jalen Noel played, I think there was a game against the Knicks. I could be wrong, and it wasn't the Knicks. But I remember he had a good game against somebody, and my opinion, I like him a little more than Beasley, and I think both of you know I'm a big Malik Beasley fan from when he was at what was it, USF, UCF, whatever the fucking Florida was. The Seminoles, them niggas. Jalen plays defense. He has effort on that end. He can shoot, maybe not as efficient and as well as Beasley, but he can create his own shot. He can get to the rim, and he puts effort on defense. So I think with Pat and Malik gone, just look out for that name. I could be wrong, and they don't give him any PC, but I just have a feeling, just a little feeling.
I mean, I trust your feeling, but it's the Timberwolves.
Yeah, exactly.
And
they do
things.
shit. They just exactly
just do things.
see they just
because I know I made it sound like Gobert was like a shit player, but he can really add something to a team that really needs it. I
understand that.
No,
but we have
don't
argued
say that needs him.
Could use him because we've argued.
Yes,
well,
utilize him to the best and fullest ability.
Right, we've been on here multiple times arguing how well he actually would fit any team because of his play style. Because he really doesn't put in, no disrespect, any effort on offense on the offseason. His game doesn't translate. You feel me?
Like, honestly, I still think the best teams for someone like Rudy is like a young team where you have LaMelo, Terry, and even Gordon's, they about to pack his shit up. But really, LaMelo and Terry, they run a lot of pick and roll, especially LaMelo. That can be a lob threat for you. And with Charlotte, they definitely needed a rim protector because Mason Plumlee was getting bullied every game from every center. I remember the game against Cleveland. Nigga, Jared Allen had a dunk on this nigga. Evan Mobley had a dunk on this nigga, and then Kevin Love laid him. It wasn't his night. Like yeah, they needed a real center. They needed a real one, and I thought if anybody, no. Since they didn't get Rudy, I think they still have a chance to get DeAndre Ayton. But I did think Rudy would be decent enough in Charlotte because, like Keith said, a team that wants or needs him, they need a rim protector bad. And I don't know about Justin, but I think the Charlotte Hornets would be able to utilize him at least better than Utah or at least the Timberwolves will do. Like, what do you? I don't get that.
Because when I see the offense of the Timberwolves now, I just see 4 people out, and now the one person inside is Rudy standing there setting picks for Cat and Anthony Edwards and D'Lo and whoever the guard is. It's just a waste of space.
At least with Cat at the 5,
they could have easily.
They had a 5-man out.
They could have easily gotten to like $10 million players, centers that can just easily rebound and block shots. But no, they traded for him and they're paying him a lot.
Like shit. I would have liked if they went and got JaVale McGee. I wouldn't be mad at that. Exactly.
It would have made sense.
I wouldn't even be mad at that.
He does other things. He just does other things. That's just what it comes down to. It's that simple. He just does other things.
Bro, he stripped Luka Doncic in the playoffs.
Exactly. Like
Rudy got cooked by Luka in the playoffs.
Luka smiles when he sees him because he knows what he's gonna do to that man. That's what I'm saying. And then we got, and like I said, Jay, I don't know how good Cat is on the guard in the perimeter.
He's nothing special, but he's another one where it's like the effort. Like this, I think that's gonna be a reoccurring thing with a lot of younger players we're gonna talk about. Like I said with Malik Beasley, Jalen Noel, and then Cat. Shit, you know what's funny? They're all in Minnesota. They really needed Patrick Beverly, and that was a really bad decision to trade him. But again, it's the effort part. When Cat wants to play defense, I'm not saying he's a shot blocker, but he's 7 foot. That's an advantage alone right there, being 7 foot. Just put your fucking hands up, and you're
be a disadvantage because sometimes them feet do not be moving laterally.
That's where it is. The effort part. When he puts the effort in, he can move them big ass feet. But when he doesn't want to put the effort, it looks like he's not moving or he can't move. And it's because, like I said, it's the effort part. When he wants to play defense, or if, let's say, he picks and chooses when he wants to do it because of how not even offensive the responsibility is there, but especially when Ant, I remember there was a point of the season where he was in a really, really, really bad slump. So if he's in a bad slump, we know D'Lo took a step back. It wasn't so much that he can't play up to the level he used to. He just literally took a step back. He said, "Who do I have to pass the ball to? Why do I need to shoot? I'm a playmaker." So when those two aren't at the top of their game and Cat has to score, that's the major moments when he picks and chooses. All right, do I actually want to get a stop? Do I actually want to roll over and protect the rim when the zone switches over, when they're moving the ball? Or do I want to be the extra help by the baseline? Or do I want to show on the pick and roll? Most of the times, he's not going to do that. But I've noticed watching Timberwolves games, when they need a stop or when they need him to put the effort in, he actually does do that. So I can't just say he never does it. We just need him to do it a little more. And I think if anybody, well, you saw Pat Beverly when he was in Minnesota, that's where I'm saying I saw the effort a little more. With Rudy, I don't know. I feel like
Rudy needed Pat Bev as well. Put a battery in his back.
I do feel like Rudy could put a battery in Cat's back just because it's another 7-footer. It's like, yo,
put a battery in Cat's back. Put a battery in Cat's back and watch Luka.
This is why I'm saying. This is why I'm saying I think he could just put a battery. Because listen, you're better than me, right? Okay, you have more physical abilities and gifts. I won 2 Defensive Player of the Year, blocking a fucking shot. If that's you true. Just listen to the little things I tell you to do, you can be an all-defensive second team.
That's true. That's true.
So that's what I mean by putting a battery.
And one day, Cat's gonna look behind him, and Luka's gonna have the ball. Everybody's legs gonna
Jay.
Everybody's legs gonna turn into noodles. You feel me?
You gotta say it, bro. It's steak. It's steak. It's steak. It's steak, man.
Jay, you smell that?
Yeah, bro.
I smell some hater in there.
Yeah, fam, it's stanky here. It's real stanky.
Bro, it smells like some real good hater in this motherfucker. That's crazy.
You see how I gave legit points that could actually help? And he said, yeah, just wait till Luka. It don't matter about none of that. Just wait till Luka.
That's not, but I'm wrong. Because I don't
we didn't say you were wrong. We didn't say you were wrong. We didn't say that. We did not say that at all.
I'm just saying, you feel me?
I just think there are little things he can give Cat.
Hey, that boy gave Jalen Brunson a $100 million contract because he was breaking him down that first round by himself.
Wow, that is such a great transition to the Knicks move. Thank you, Keith, for your appreciate it. How do you feel personally about getting Jalen Brunson?
Jalen Brunson is a really good player, you know. He's a great complimentary player. What we give him? 110 million, 100 million?
Yeah, I in my head I first thought 110.
It was like 110 million.
But
his pop's a coach too, if I'm not mistaken. It's all
part of like assistant coach.
The assistant coach.
I like Jalen Brunson, right? I feel like we put in so much effort that really made it look like we was getting like a superstar.
All right, can I be honest though? I don't think
Yes.
it's that. And I'm
Oh,
not trying to be rude, Keith. I'm being
Oh, be
so
rude.
serious.
Be rude.
oh man.
That's like your first big signing in a minute. You feel me? I think that's what just brought the hype up for the city. I think it's just a big signing because we actually got somebody to come to the city. I think that's what it comes down to. So I guess any excitement is a good excitement. I guess.
Oh,
I think what
that's not bad. No, no, no. Trust me. This is like we needed something to be
no
excited
you did, and
about.
a point guard
That
specifically is
that's a
is what I
fact.
felt was
That's a
needed. But I
fact.
feel what
It's
happens with
just,
Knicks fans, and since I live here, unfortunately, not
you
unfortunately, I
know,
love it here. I witness that a lot of New Yorkers go from an inch to a mile. You know,
well, that's
feel
a
me?
fact
I still remember the first game of the
for
season.
everything.
It was crazy. People screaming, "New
Oh
York
no,
is
no,
back!
no,
The
no, no,
Knicks
no,
are back!"
Justin. We were winning the championship.
Oh,
I'm
my
telling you
fault.
that right
You're
now.
right. You're told. No, you're right. No, you're right.
We were
I
winning.
expect.
Justin, Keith, yeah, I want to know how grimy and disrespectful we are.
How so?
We packed Kimba shit up and sent it to Detroit.
Nah. You know it's
I,
crazy.
honestly, this is honestly fine with me. I really like Jalen Brunson.
But we were so hyped to get the Bronx native back. Get rid of him the next
Bro,
year.
the
We
nigga
gave
from
him up for
Soundview.
nothing.
And bro, that's not even the word. He got benched.
No,
We were
literally.
so hyped
That
to
was
get the kid from
crazy.
Soundview, and then he got benched. He got some playing time. Didn't he drop 50?
Yeah, he dropped like 40 something. He dropped.
And then he got his shit packed up and sent to Detroit. Jalen Brunson has a lot to fucking prove. Is all I'm saying.
Does he? Does he?
Bro,
All he had to do
Kimba,
was play this year.
no. He can't just have to play.
Oh
Remember,
no, he has to. No, he has to eat. He has to eat, of course.
not
But like,
you know, I'll take
but
Kimba.
like, I already think he's gonna do better than Kemba, just because
I'll
like,
take I stopped that part of, because he was the Bronx kid, but that does play a part because he's been the Bronx kid since high school, playing at Rice and whatnot.
mhm.
So Kimba had mad love, and we were ready to just pack his shit up and send him out. Then we had Derrick Rose. We loved him when he played, but when he didn't, I'm never gonna say the jokes that I heard and I saw and stuff because we have a very big Derrick Rose fan. But when he's not playing and he's not healthy, everyone is ready to say, let's trade him, get rid of him. What are we doing with him? So the Knicks fans, we know how we are. You guys Keith, you live here for a point. Justin,
Pretty long
don't you live
time.
with a Knicks fan?
Nah, he's just a Bull fan. He would never draft.
Okay.
Yo,
Oh
don't
shit.
ever bring the Knicks up around my pops. Have you lost it? I remember someone brought it up in the and not the barbershop. We was in the pizza shop. Man, you'd have thought this man was from the rivals from Boston or something. Yo,
Oh.
such disgusting words about the Knicks.
So besides that part, we know how Knicks fans are. I'm not even trying to say Jalen Brunson has to go out and average 30, but you can't.
Gotta be 25.
No, I'm
Here
not.
we go.
You know what?
need
I don't
to
even
see.
care. I don't care how many points you average. Win. That's it. Even if it's
Second
18,
round, bro.
bro. I don't know. Look, no, Keith. I'm not even saying get to the second round.
No,
Win some fuck. See, this is what's wrong with you Knicks fans. Like Justin just said, y'all get a hit, y'all motherfuckers with a mile right
I want it
after.
on, bro. Hey,
Hey, yo,
you already
we
know.
just want to win.
All right. Next conversation. We'll just talk about something else after that one. I don't even know. Let's talk about the Lakers. Let's talk about the Lakers and bum ass niggas. Let's talk about the Lakers. You just forget all about all that. Hey. So we have a Lakers fan, who they hired as a coach. I don't really know. Somebody. They hired
I
somebody.
don't know him either.
He was a former player. Better put some respect.
You
He was guarding LeBron at one point. You better.
mean
He
getting
was
dunked
playing
on by
with LeBron at one point.
Oh, damn, he
He
was.
was
But he was
playing
guarding.
with.
I
He
think
was
he was
guarding
part of that
LeBron.
Pistons team. He gave like 43
No,
to
yeah,
in
he
the
won. He won a ring with the Pistons, and then he won as an assistant coach. But all jokes aside, Darvin Ham has no resume, so I can't say good or bad, especially when I looked at the rest of the coaches that were out there. I don't want Mike D'Antoni. Kenny Atkinson, I feel like he's best. If he's not an assistant coach, he needs to be coaching young guys. Quinn Snyder, I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't understand what the hype was or why there was any kind of rumors that we wanted him. The nigga couldn't win.
As a coach, right?
He couldn't win for a certain amount of years. What made him? What makes us think
he run the same offense? Like he never
really game in, game out. Nothing ever changed. So what the hell?
I'll cut like Rudy some slack. That like Quinn Snyder was probably setting his ass up. But back to the Lakers. You said that's not hate. I just threw Rudy some bail.
You did.
Justin?
I didn't say anything.
Nah, you making a face though.
It was funny. That's why. I swear it was actually funny.
Okay, sure, you know. My boy.
I can't say this was a bad signing because he has experience as a player, experience as a coach, and he did learn from he's been with Mike Budenholzer for years now, and Budenholzer has proven he's a championship coach. He won one. And he also has like 2 coaches of the years. So the potential is there for Darvin Ham, especially because I already can tell that the Lakers respect him. You know, it wasn't Frank Vogel when that nigga was talking. Shut the fuck up. Nah. When Darvin talks, niggas actually want to listen. And then he's already keeping or holding people accountable from day one. Nigga said in the interview, Westbrook's gonna play defense. Matter of fact, everybody's gonna play some defense. He said it from the jump. So if for the coach to say something like that to the media from day one, you can already expect the players are gonna hear it 10 times a day, 50 times in practice. So he's giving me positive signs. And because he's a former coach, I do believe, let me not even say you have to play in the NBA. If you have experience in college or especially the NBA, I believe you should do well as a coach because you understand situations a little more than someone like, I don't know, fucking who got the Greg Popovich, I think. Pretty sure he might have played a little bit, but straight into coaching. And all credit to Greg Popovich, he's up here. In my list, he's the greatest coach. But just imagine if he had that point of view of an actual player. Think about how many more championship rings he could possibly have. Or
Steve Kerr?
Steve Kerr, matter of fact, yeah, great point of view right there. That man played with Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan, and he was coached by Greg Popovich. He had 3 people who showed him how to be a champion.
And also was Phil Jackson.
Phil Jackson. Yep, Phil Jackson.
I forgot. He had Phil Jackson as his coach. So he had plenty of people to give him examples on how to be great in different areas of
the game,
basketball, of the game.
And wasn't he like, didn't he do like something with the owner of the Warriors, something like that? Or like he was like on the coaching staff of like Phoenix?
No, he wasn't the coaching staff. He was a general manager, and he made some great moves that put them in positions to compete. And that's why I said he had great examples on how to be great. Greg wasn't just an example of how to be a great coach. Every move them Spurs were making at that time, Pop was behind it. So Steve Kerr was able to watch that. Then he was able to watch Greg and learn from Phil on how to build a relationship with a player. You know, I think that's one thing we, especially my fucking team, that's one thing we didn't have. We didn't fuck with Frank. Niggas, we didn't fuck with him. If anybody fucked with him, it was the young guys. And that was because he's given them an opportunity to further their careers and further their, jobs. Nigga like Wayne Gabriel, I remember him from Kentucky. He got drafted by Portland, went to Sacramento. He was out of the league for like a year or 2. Comes to LA, and now he has a 2-year deal. So someone like him, I can see why he might have
Success.
respect and like Frank Vogel. But the rest of the team, nah, he can eat a dick. I could already tell that was there.
Fam.
Vibe.
LeBron James used to religiously take him out the playoffs. I knew the vibes when he became coach. Yeah, he's a great coach, and they gonna get one because LeBron and AD are there. But
So yeah, to wrap up my point, I think Darvin. I don't have too many negative points to outweigh the positives he's shown me so far. So I'm on the. It's a little enthusiastic. I'm a little enthusiastic
he
about
looks
this. I
good.
think
He looks good.
he does look good, and I
He
do
gives off
think
that leader energy that
I think
young
it's gonna
desperately
take
need.
us maybe a month to really adjust to his style and what he wants from us. But I feel like once we actually get things clicked, I think Westbrook is gonna have a way better season because I do believe I. This is why I think Westbrook is gonna have a way better season than what we
I heard
saw.
Westbrook. That's crazy.
No. I said Westbrook.
I
Westbrook.
said Westbrook.
I heard Westbrook. That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. I heard that. That's
Damn.
like crazy. That's why I shot up my foot. Go ahead. That's
I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying.
nah.
What you say?
I think
We're not gonna
I think we'll have a better season from Westbrook because I believe him saying he didn't have a definite role. I do believe Frank was telling him to do this, then do that, then do this, and shit just didn't go right. But now that we have a coach that's gonna hold him accountable for everything he does wrong, Westbrook can't hide. You can't point fingers and have an excuse. You don't play well, you know we're ready to kick you out. And because this is the last year of your deal for 47 mil, I know it looks hard, but a team will take that just to get that off of their books for the future.
do y'all think? Did y'all get any new big men? Y'all pick up any? I thought I saw something about a big man.
Thomas Bryant. We just signed Thomas Bryant. I like Thomas, but he just came off the ACL. Yeah, from the Wizards.
If he's if he's healthy, he's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing. He's gonna have to.
And you don't need any more unhealthy
players.
Yeah, we need.
Y'all got a bunch of old men and cripples.
That's another issue I feel with like unique consistency. We need the big three together. We need Westbrook coming his role, so whatever that may be. Yeah,
y'all need the other players too. Like Lonnie Walker is a great pickup.
I'm looking at
y'all
our signings.
Gabriel.
I know you're trying to get Buddy Hield again and also acquire what is his name? Eric Gordon.
Yeah, just saw that now. I think we can get Eric. Buddy. No, Eric is a different type of old. Eric still showed I can still do it. He's showing us I could still get a bucket, especially with the role he would have with us. Just come off the bench and shoot. That's it. Just shoot the fucking ball. He can do that. But I'm looking at it, Lonnie, I actually really like that signing because we know Lonnie Walker. That nigga's nice. When he's consistent, he's really nice. So hopefully LeBron can unlock something in his game and he'll be a consistent buck for us. Thomas Bryant, like we just said, I like that signing. Just if he can stay healthy and shit, we don't even need you to really be a lockdown defender. Just protect the rim, block a shot. When whoever comes to the rim or comes into the lane, make sure that it's not an easy shot for them because we got AD he's really the backline of the defense. He's watching everything, making sure everything's going how it should run. Who else do we have here? Because I remember seeing a couple names that I said, no, he left.
He left?
He went to
we couldn't afford that nigga.
That's true.
We couldn't afford him, and he wasn't going to take another.
Well, I thought he was taking a cut, though. That's what I thought he originally said he was going to take a cut.
He wasn't doing that again. He said, I took a cut to get a ring, and I didn't even make the playoffs. No, not again. It's not happening. And I respect it. I'm not mad at it at all. I didn't think he was taking a cut, no matter what that nigga said in his exit interviews. It was another person, JT, Juan Toscano Anderson, the nigga from the
Oh yeah,
Warriors.
yeah.
He's nothing special at all, but he plays hard every second he's in the game.
Yeah, y'all need some hard workers.
And I remember, well, this is from fantasy. I remember when he played. Mind you, this was the ending of the season, so it's not like he was playing against the best players at the end of the game. But he was an all-around kind of a player. He could hit a three. I'm not saying he was a knockdown three-point shooter. He can get to the rim. For some reason, he's really good at rebounding the ball. And he, like I just said, he plays hard on every second of the every second he's out there on the floor. He's playing hard, whether it's offense, defense. He's making the right play. From watching the Warriors and watching him play, my only issue, he gets very, very hesitant. He'll have a wide open shot, and it's either being with the Warriors. I could pass it to Curry, I could pass it to Clay, and I have to remember I just missed my last 12. So do I really want to shoot it? He's very hesitant, bro. Very, very, very hesitant when it comes to shooting the ball. So if he can just gain some confidence and consistency, I actually do like him as somebody to just throw out there off the bench like who could I think of from the Warriors? Maybe not even, I would say Otto Porter, someone like Otto Porter. Go out there, do a little bit of everything for us. I'm not saying you got to be great, but just be good enough at everything that we notice you're on the floor.
Y'all kept Dwight. Y'all kept Melo.
Bro, I don't even think there's any. I don't think we officially signed them or not yet. I think they're still free agents.
That's hilarious.
I don't know anything about the rookie we drafted, so I actually can't tell you about him.
Oh yeah, y'all so hyped about Sharif.
I don't know.
Sharif
I don't know.
O'Neal and Scottie Pippen.
Listen.
Now he's a good pass. Don't Scottie.
Oh no,
yeah, Scottie looked good.
He's really good at solid in college. A good shooter.
That's not who I meant. I meant the other kid.
Well, I know who you talking about, Jay. I was just making a comment about Scottie.
I didn't even know we got those two, to be honest with you.
Scottie is actually is having a decent summer league right now, but he was a really good shooter in college. Well, pretty good shooter and a good passer.
And looks like he's getting a lot of hype or praise from around the league. So yeah, Scottie. Hopefully he could prove to be a solid point guard for us. That's what he plays, right? On bugging.
Point guard.
Hopefully he's a solid point guard. The other kid, he shot 33% in college, so that's not. I don't know. A lot of people said that was. There's a lot of hope behind that, but I'm looking at it like if you couldn't even shoot average in college, what the fuck makes people think you're just gonna come out of the gate knocking shots down?